are certain things every guy can do to level up his grooming routine to be a little bit more attractive without going full out James Charles mode. So today I'm gonna take you guys through my entire grooming routine, my shower protocol, my skincare protocol, hair care, etc. Everything that I do to keep me looking like the Temu version of Theo James. Girls love to see a look-alike Theo James, just like a 5'8" Theo James. So starting off in the shower, there's a few tools I like to use that just make the process a little bit easier, more thorough. These are some silicone shower tools. They just stick to your wall, keep everything nice and organized, and you got a different tool for every part of your body. Mine are personally from toiletries, but you can honestly find these on Amazon for cheaper. So the first thing I do when I get into the shower is I start with my hair. Now I use a shampoo, which is called Nizoral. I use this 1 to 2 times a week max because it does dry out your hair significantly. But if you are somebody who deals with dandruff or you're trying to reduce hair shed or hair loss, Nizoral is a great product for that because it reduces DHT on the scalp. So like I said, only use this 1 to 2 times a week because it will dry out your hair massively. Now on any other day that's not a shampoo day, I am conditioning first. And when it comes to the conditioner, the idea is to actually apply it to the ends of your hair. You're not trying to saturate your scalp. You just want to get it to the ends of your hair to smoothen, rejuvenate that moisture into the strands. So try your best just to hit the strands of your hair. Then I just leave it for 2 to 3 minutes to really soak in. Next, I go straight into my body. I use the body wash with the shorter silicone brush, and I do all parts of my body that I can reach. And then for my back, I use this longer back brush. Dude, I'm shocked that in today's day and age with quantum computing, AI, we still are here trying to be contortionists using a long ass back brush. Like, you kidding me? There's no other invention that's come out yet that makes this a little bit easier. So after I've done my whole body, that's about 2 minutes gone. Now I can rinse out the conditioner out of my hair. And the key tip is when you're rinsing your hair, you're getting it wet, even rinsing your body off, drop the temperature a little bit, get it to lukewarm, even cool, and that's going to help retain the moisture and not strip those oils from your body and your hair. Next, I go into my oral routine. It's super simple. I just use a non-fluoride toothpaste, and then I floss my teeth, and then I use a tongue scraper. If you don't have a tongue scraper and you're relying on the toothbrush and you're gagging on that toothbrush, get yourself a tongue scraper. It does a massively better job, and you're not gonna be gagging, which is the most important part. Skincare. Now, I have massively simplified my skincare routine from the past. I like to focus now and my entire life just on the 20% that's gonna give me 80% of the results. So my skincare in the AM starts off with just a water rinse. I'm actually not using a cleanser first thing in the morning. I usually wake up actually quite dry. So I just go in with a bit of lukewarm water splashing on my face. Then I throw on a caffeine eye serum to help out with just some under eye puffiness. And then finally, I use this Korean sunscreen that actually is also a moisturizer, so it's a little 2-in-1. Remember boys, especially with summer coming up now, SPF is the most important product in your skincare routine. It's the only thing that's gonna really make a difference in terms of aging. So make sure you're putting on your SPF. I used to be super lazy on this and now I do it every day. Now moving into my PM routine, now this is where I actually do use a cleanser because I applied sunscreen, I applied some moisturizer, so I want to rinse this all off. So I start with the cleanse and then I go in with a retinol, not to be confused with a retinol. Retinol with an A works up to 11 times faster than retinol. It's more potent and it's gonna help with your anti-aging, acne, texture, all of that good stuff. After I do that, I then apply a moisturizer just to lock everything in, and especially because retinol can make your skin quite dry. So you wanna make sure if you do start using this product, make sure you're using moisturizer directly after. Now moving into hair care. Now your hair care starts right after you come out of the shower and you've just conditioned your hair. Now it's important that you don't just grab your towel and start roughing up your hair. You wanna pat dry. You don't want to make your hair all frizzy. So for my hair care routine, I don't really use too much product in terms of like styling because my hair is quite thick. My main concern is moisture. Having like thicker, coarse, curly hair, I really struggle to maintain moisture. So the first step is, while my hair is still damp, I take some hair oils and then I apply this all throughout the strands of my hair, and that really just helps me absorb some more moisture into my strands. After that, I then apply some leave-in conditioner to get more pronounced hairs and again, hydrating my hair a little bit more. And then after that, I just let my hair dry. I just take my comb, push it back a little bit of styling, and then just let it air dry. Now, I do have a PM hair care routine because I am trying to prevent hair loss. I'm not massively losing my hair, but I do have a slight recession in the temporal area. Most of the time, that's just a maturing hairline. So I'm still trying to do my best to prevent any more natural hair loss. So for that, I am applying minoxidil, a 5% minoxidil from Rogaine. It's the foam version, and I just apply it to my hairline. I rub it in, and then typically I would go in with a topical finasteride, but I have just ran out recently. I need to go get some more. One thing I will say though, if you are considering taking any of these products, please do your research because there are some side effects that can happen with any sort of medication. But personally, me, I've experienced none of those side effects. Now, before we get into the next part of our video, I'd like to say a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, Libernovo. Now, this chair was actually a gift from my mom that I decided to keep for myself. This is the Libernovo Omni, and it's one of the very few chairs that I've used that actually moves with you. Ergonomic chairs feel good until you shift and then the support kind of just disappears. With this one, the backrest, the headrest, and the armrest, they all adjust together. Its bionic flex fit backrest can be adjusted using the two buttons on the inner side of the armrest. So when you lean, move around, everything stays lined up. You're not gonna have any weird slouching or pressure points. It also features 4 recline angles to meet all of my different needs. Surprisingly, it reclines all the way back to 160 degrees, which is something almost no other ergonomic chair can do. It's crazy. You could literally fall asleep just like that. And the chair actually has a 5-minute Omni stretch feature, which honestly reminds me of like a Mercedes S-Class seat. And this color that I went with that was originally from my mom, like I said, is the space gray. It just looks super clean and aesthetic, and it actually blends into the home setup really well. If you guys are interested, I'll leave a link in the description below. Now let's get back to our video. Now, moving into the grooming and maintenance part of the video. Now, these are those subtle touches that make a big difference that you're not doing every single day. You're doing them every few days or even weekly, but they're important to do consistently. So starting off with eyebrow maintenance. This is a weekly shape up. We're not doing too much. The key with eyebrows is really not to do too much. It's to maintain the natural shape of your eyebrow without thinning them out. Actually, bushier, thicker eyebrows are better for men. So you're not trying to look like a hooker and thin them out. You're just removing those little stray hairs that are in the middle for the unibrow or on the edges, just to refine that shape a little bit. So if you don't already have a straight razor or an eyebrow shaver, get yourself one of these and you're just gonna clean up those edges. Like I said, you're not going in too tight. You're just going onto the edges where those little stray hairs are off the eyebrow, and then clean up the unibrow. And if you're not confident with an eyebrow shaver or a straight razor shaver, you can use tweezers. It's gonna take significantly longer and it stings like a bitch, but you're not gonna mess it up as easily. Next is nose hair trimming. Now I do this weekly. Again, this is something that is such a subtle thing, but it makes a difference. We're not trying to remove all the nose hairs. By the way, guys, it is important to have nose hairs. They're there for a reason. We're just cleaning up the stuff that is sticking out of the entrance. So if you don't already have one, get yourself a nose hair trimmer. Just clean up the stuff at the entrance. Don't go all the way in. You need your nose hairs. Little refinements. Facial hair trimming. Now, I grow dick all, so there's not a whole lot of maintenance for me. My routine usually looks like shaving it almost entirely off. I use a 1.5mm guard on my trimmer, and I just trim my goatee. Now, anything that is on the sides, obviously I can't grow a full beard, so I have little stray hairs, and I just use a foil shaver to clean that up without getting ingrown hairs, because it gives you a super close shave. Now, if you guys want a grooming routine for a beard, I'm obviously not the guy. There's definitely a lot of better options on YouTube if you want that sort of advice. Next, nails. Now, believe it or not, nails are actually one of the most important things for women. So if you look like you've been grave digging at nighttime, best believe you're not getting any, boy. So if you don't already have one, buy yourself a manicure set. I recommend Mr. Green. I've been using mine for years. Honestly, incredible tools, stainless steel, super sharp. You won't be disappointed, and they're not super expensive either. So you're gonna use your manicure set weekly just to remove dirt, trim your nails, use the file to smoothen the edges. Don't leave them all jagged. And this goes for your feet as well. And just do this weekly. Now, after following this entire grooming routine, you too can look like a Timo Theo James. Now, jokes aside, if you stay consistent with this routine, you will look and smell significantly better than most men. It's not about doing way more. It's about doing the things that actually make the biggest difference and staying consistent with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, as always, drop your boy a lovely comment and a like, and I'll catch you boys in the next video. See ya.